How to back up files from Linux server into our external USB drive. First, we need to determine the source and then the destination storage for our backup files. For our destination storage, we will be using a USB drive. Before we connect our USB drive in our computer server, we need to check the current or available volume in our server. To check, we can use the command lsblk. These are the volumes available in our Linux server. And all of these are internal storage. We cannot use this for our external backup, but instead we can use the USB drive. So now let us connect our USB drive, this one. Then let us use the lsblk again, and we have new connected drive in our Linux server. The volume name is SDB1 and its full capacity is 116 GB. So to use this, we need to mount this in our Linux system. To mount, we need to select our desired location to mount our external USB drive. Let us go to the main or root files of the Linux system, ls, and we have this directory bin, boot, cd-rom, dev, etc. And part of it is we have the media, and this directory is intended for our devices. So let us mount our external USB drive in this directory. To mount, first we need to go to this directory. So cd media pwd print the working directory. We are now in the media. So to proceed, let us check the list of contents under in media. ls, nothing inside. Alright, so let us mount our USB drive. How to mount while it is being connected in our Linux server? So let us create a folder, mk dir, then our desired folder for our mounting point. So let us use USB mounted. Any of your desired label for this mounting point directory. Enter, permission denied. So we need to put sudo. Enter, ls. We are able to create our mounting point for our external USB drive. So how to mount? You need to execute the command mount, then dev, then the name of our volume label is db1, then the mounting point directory USB mounted. Then hit enter. It must be a sudo. So server is a type of a sudo user. We need to put sudo. Enter, ls. Now highlighted USB mounted is now mounted. Alright, so let us check the contents. cd USB mounted, ls. We are able to see the contents of our external USB drive in our Linux system by this command. Okay, so to use this, we need to determine the source and then the location. For our destination, pwd, we will use this location, /media/USB mounted. And to avoid cluttering, we need to create folder for our backup. So mkdir, then backup server, then -3-13-24. So March 13, 2024. Enter. Alright, ls, and we are able to create our backup folder. So in this case, nothing inside in our backup server. So let us now decide what folders or files in our Linux that we want to back up. So I want to back up the home directory of the server, cd home, ls, cd server, ls. I want to back up the home directory of the server that has sample2.txt, sample3.txt, and sample.txt. Okay, so these are the files inside in the server home directory, and I want to back up all of this in my external USB drive. How? So we need to determine its location, pwd. So these are now, or this is now the source that we want to back up from our external USB drive. Okay, and our location, destination is this one, including the backup. Okay, backup server. Okay, so to review again, let's go to our destination, cd media, and ls, cd USB mounted, and ls, and cd backup server -3-13-24. Alright, then let's get the directory path for our destination. Okay, this is now our destination, and for our source, pwd. So this is our source and this is our destination. So let us now execute our command. The command is cp source is home, the server, then media, the destination, then USB mounted, and backup server 3-13-24. Okay, then review your command line before you enter. cp is for copy, this one is for the source, and this one is for the destination. And for you to be able to execute this one, you need to put sudo, because you cannot execute this if the user is not a sudo. Hit enter. cp -r not specified, so we need to put -r after the copy command. Then again, no error. What does it mean? Okay, so let's go to our backup files, pwd. Alright, so let's go to the cd, media, then USB mounted, then backup server 3-13-24. Right, then let us check if there is a backup files ls. So we successfully back up the server home directory, so cd server ls. Okay, so let us now access these files from our Windows computer. But before we access, we must unmount the external USB drive. To unmount, you need to put umount, then dev, then is db1, the name of the mounted directory. So this is USB mounted. Okay, then hit enter. It must be a super user. Okay, alright, so put sudo, enter. It is BC. Why? Because our working directory is inside the mounted directory. So let us change our location. See that, another one. Alright, and another one. And let us repeat the process. Sudo umount dev is db1 is be mounted, ls not mounted. Alright, so ls to check if it is still mounted, ls. Alright, now it is not mounted, cd USB mounted, ls. Alright, so directory is not mounted. Let us now check these files from our Windows. So we can now eject or disconnect, and then let us transfer to our Windows computer. Okay, so this is now my 116 GB. Then let us locate the file, our backup file. This one, backup underscore 3-13 underscore this one, backup server, then server. So we are able to back up these files. So that's how to back up files from Linux server. Thank you so much.